The nice thing about our sport is also the thing that you say, is it really nice? Is there's another game ready to be played, so you can't worry too much about what just happened. You have to do what you preach to the players. Next play, next game, and we got a game tomorrow that everybody thinks we should win, but it's a game tomorrow that we've got to get better at. So I'll entertain questions in a second on whether it be the game that just happened, what we have upcoming. Our team continues to be one that's evolving, and that's good news, bad news. I've got to get a rotation. I don't know if we'll have a rotation that is consistent. But we need to get some comfort with who's going to play and when, and that's going to take some time. There's not a lot of separation between a lot of players, and I think that's good also, but it can be problematic. So we've been working with different lineups, who can do what, when, and where. Got to get better with our rebounding. I said that would be a strength, and when I looked at the tape the second time, we did not do a good enough job rebounding against Arizona. We have to do what I knew we had to do. We have to shoot the ball better. 18 for 50 won't win you too many games. I love how we guard. I love how we compete. That should be a no-brainer that we do all the time. So we need to grow from what happened in the last game. Forgive but don't forget is a good phrase that I've used with our team. So we look forward to tomorrow, and as I said, we'll have 30 plus that we'll be playing in the course of this season, and hopefully we'll be on the right side more often than not. I'll take any questions that anybody might have.
Coach, is it nice to have a game like this following playing the number 5 team to maybe now make those adjustments and see how they play out?
Well, it's nice to be playing a game. So we'll see. We played San Diego Christian in the past, so I think what we're going to do is, again, we'll probably play a lot of people. If we can get 10, 11 in the first half, that's what I would like to do. I'm glad we have a game. I'm glad we have a game with anybody.
What was your takeaway from Winston's performance? It seemed like there were times where he kind of had that eye of the tiger, where he got the ball and he could score at will. There's some times where it looked like he was throwing up shots maybe he shouldn't have. Well, I don't know. That was my impression. What did you take from it?
We're a team that I think our MO as we speak is we're going to make it hard for you to score, our opponent. And at times it's hard for us to score. So how can we get easier baskets? Can we be more aggressive in the full court to create options, running? I'm one of these guys, I don't like to give up easy baskets. So sometimes you press and that presents easy baskets for your opponent. We've got to score more baskets. And games are won and lost by how many easy points you can get. Free throws, layups, unguarded shots. So we need to, I think, a little bit make one more pass. And at times I thought, looking at the tape, that we shot it, and it wasn't a bad shot, but it was a bad shot under the circumstances. So we talked about that. We talked about that you can go from an okay shooting team to a very good shooting team, sometimes if you make one more pass in the process. So hopefully we can do that a little bit better. And that'll be something that we need to make sure that we do. We've got to have people that can make shots too when they're open, and that also we need to be able to get putbacks. We got to the free throw line a lot in that game, and I think that's something that we can say this is something we should be able to do. We shot about 70%, I think, from the free throw line, which is okay. But we got to get to the line. We got to make them.
Steve, you've been watching Josh make the transition from where he was to where he is. You see the same Josh in practice that we saw the other game? Do you see him starting to get more comfortable in the flow of the offense?
I think Josh right now is trying to find himself, to be honest with you. Where does he fit? Should I do this? I think Josh just needs to say, I'm the best player on the floor, and I'm going to play that way every time. And that he's not a selfish player. I think he needs to be someone that says, I'm good. I'm going to prove it by how I perform. Been a little over anxious, to be honest with you. I think he would admit that. I think he's tried to do things a little too fast. And I do believe he will settle in. But we expect more, and he expects more, obviously.